Hello, Tarnished, and welcome back to another Souls-like video. It finally happened. Hollow Knight Silksong didn't just break the internet when it dropped, it broke records. 6 million downloads in just 4 weeks. 4 million of those on Steam alone. For context, that's bigger than most AAA action games manage in their first year. Let that sink in. A hand-animated indie sequel about a bug princess doing parkour through trauma just outsold entire Ubisoft projects. Team Cherry didn't just come back swinging, they came back stabbing, leaping, and pogo jumping right into gaming history. Let's not just pretend this number came out of nowhere. Silksong has been one of the most anticipated games of all time. We waited, 6 years? 7? The memes got so old they had kids. Silksong never became the internet's favorite prophecy, but here we are, and not only did it release, it hit numbers no one saw coming. Now, when you've been teasing for that long, hype can eat games alive, but somehow Silksong didn't crumble under the weight. Players jumped in by the millions and the buzz didn't fade. That's because this isn't just an indie darling anymore, this is a full-blown genre-defying beast. 6 million downloads isn't just success, it's proof that Silksong transcends the indie label. We're talking a mainstream penetration that rivals Elden Ring, Sekiro, Hades, all in 1 month. And that's wild because Team Cherry is still a tiny studio. They don't have corporate backing, no massive marketing push, just a trailer, a community foaming at the mouth for years, and a reputation for tight, brutal, beautiful design. Silksong didn't succeed because it was everywhere, it succeeded because the Souls-like Metroidvania formula still has life left, and because Team Cherry knows how to make pain feel like poetry. These numbers send a signal to the entire industry. Publishers who've been playing it safe with remakes and half sequels just got dunked on by a handful of devs from Australia. You know what that tells studios? That when you sit down and you have a small team who make a game for the art because they genuinely enjoy making games, that is what sells. That is what we as players want. Games that the developers would want to play themselves. Not games they are just making to meet budgets or make investors happy. Players are tired of bloated open worlds where every 5 minutes someone's calling you on a radio. They want games that test them, where you grow, not just your damage numbers. Every big publisher watching Silksong right now is sweating, realizing that heart and craftsmanship can outpace budget and brand recognition any day. Now let's talk Steam. 4 million of those downloads happened there, which is bonkers. That's more than Hades 2 early access numbers, more than Lies of P sold in its first few months, but it's not just the number. It's the engagement. The Steam charts show people staying. Hours played are through the roof. Players aren't just dipping in and bouncing, they're finishing speedruns, they're doing 112% completions, they're already theory crafting the Hornet Boss Rush mod that will ruin their lives. Silksong isn't a try it and drop it kind of game. It's a lose 3 weekends and forget what sunlight is kind of game. And that's exactly why this success feels earned. So what makes Silksong different from the usual hype cycle? Why didn't it implode like other overhyped games? Simple. Team Cherry didn't chase trends. They built a world with purpose. Every area, every note of the soundtrack, every boss scream feels intentional. Hornet isn't a rehash of the night. She's her own rhythm, fast, deadly, elegant. And the difficulty, yeah, it's rough. Believe me, I'm molding at it right now. But that's the point. Silksong doesn't care about accessibility sliders or casual easy mode discourse. It's designed to make you adapt. You're supposed to struggle, to fail, to learn the language of speed and precision. That's what Souls veterans recognize immediately. This game's pain feels honest. Let's be real, Silksong's success is something even From Software would envy. Think about it, no massive marketing blitz, no brand new engine, no open world gimmick, just raw design mastery and trust in their player base. And it's funny, people love to compare Silksong to Souls-like, but it's doing what Souls games did a decade ago, proving that difficulty and artistry aren't mutually exclusive. The irony, while the AAA world debates whether to make games easier, Silksong doubled down on respecting the player. It said, "We know you can handle this," and players rose to meet it. Now, what does this mean for the future of indie games? And Souls-like in general? It means we're hitting a golden age. When a game like this can stand shoulder to shoulder with giants, it gives hope to every small studio out there crafting something weird and punishing and beautiful. It means maybe, just maybe, the industry remembers that we don't need 200-hour sandboxes to feel something. Sometimes all we need is one thread of silk, one perfect dodge, one brutal boss theme, and a reason to keep trying. So yeah, 6 million downloads, 4 million on Steam, and not a single apology in sight. Hornet didn't just return, she conquered. And honestly, this isn't just a win for Team Cherry, this is a win for every player who ever said, I want games that challenge me, not coddle me. If you made it this far, hit that like button, share this video with your favorite bug simp, and let me know in the comments, how many times did you die before you beat the first boss? Because if your answer is too many, congratulations, you're exactly who this game was made for. And as always, if you have not already, please head on over to my Twitch at limerivt to watch me play Souls-like games on the daily. Goodbye, Tarnish! Bye bye bye.